6 feet. 6 feet.
Well, there's an abrupt start. Awesome. Thank you for joining us. I'm DJ Pope. I'm your host for 6 Feet Podcast. All one of you hopefully are watching right now, so I'm sure you're all waiting with bated breath for us to get started with episode number 2. Now, as you might have seen, we had scheduled this for Mother's Day, and we realized very quickly that probably wasn't a good idea. So we got a surprise show for you on Saturday here at 3. Probably won't keep this time, just to let you know. But it's very special Mother's Day coming up tomorrow for all the moms out there. My wife, I love you. My mom, I love you too. And we'll talk to my mom very soon. But first, before we get started, I just want to remind you that we are live today. We're going to try to do a weekly show each week, obviously. And then you can find us on Instagram and Facebook. All right. And so follow us at 6 Feet Pod. And then you can also like our Facebook page as well. And so we're going to be posting the videos. We'll be doing some highlight. You've seen some of the different stuff that we've done this week. But without further ado, as it is, it's 6 Feet Pod cast, and it's with me and a special guest. And so I want to bring in my special guest this week. This guy, since it is a special Mother's Day edition, I don't want to sell him short, because he is an expert in what I believe is the field that we're calling in. He has had a mother now for over 28 years. Okay, and so that, in my opinion, if anyone's done something for 28 years, they're somewhat of an expert in it. And so, without further ado, I want to bring in my brother, Jacob Smith, as a special guest. All right. And so the crowd is going wild. Everyone just calm down a second. All right. We're excited. Hey, welcome back, Jacob. Welcome to the show. We're glad to have you as a special guest. What are you doing?
Thank you.
Sit down. We have a show to do. What are you doing?
It's good to see you all again. If you remember me, I was here last week, as we know.
Was it that soon?
Yeah.
Has it been that soon since we had you back on?
It was last week. Yeah.
Wow.
It was last week.
Ben, we need to see about some other special guests possibly. I didn't realize we got him on the schedule that soon.
It's getting kind of old, if you ask me. I mean, to up the ratings, get that 100 subscribers. I think we need more.
Just cool it, Ben. Cool it. Huh? He's already starting.
It's what he does.
So the thing is that last week's episode for the show, it went
big,
moderately successful. For me personally, it was huge.
Megan Kelly from Fox News mentioned it.
Yeah.
When she asked us a question. Take
it
back.
Meg called, and
what'd she say?
She said she wanted to congratulate me on the success. She said that she had some stuff she'd love to collaborate. It's big. I mean, this is huge. So big, actually. I was in school and I dropped that.
You dropped law school?
Yeah. I'm done with law school. I gave up on it.
That was pretty rash.
Yeah. Well, I've always wanted to kind of go dip my toes in the Hollywood sort of lifestyle.
Well, I mean, you're still only a special guest. I mean, it's not guaranteed that you come back.
Since I've done so many TV appearances since we first started this.
What other ones have you done this week?
Well, this is my third time on this show. But either way, it's really blowing up. Last week, I've people have noticed me on the street.
Yeah, a lot more Twitter followers this week.
I've gotten fan mail. Just broke 100 followers on Facebook.
Give me a kind of an idea of what one of the fan mail letters read like. I mean, because I didn't get any. I don't know. My name's on the show, and so I don't.
Yeah,
no. So what did they say to you?
I don't know. And they've all been specifically towards special guests, and a lot of them are wondering why I'm a special guest. A lot of people saying hashtag not a guest. I've gotten that.
Oh, that's a thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Hashtag not a guest.
It's
'Cause
trending.
we continue to use hashtag special guest.
No, it's hashtag not a guest, and it's been trending. It's going really good. But yeah, a lot of fan mail, and it's something like, you did so great on the show. I feel like I could connect with you. People are raving,
Wow.
and the reviews are out, and Hollywood, you know, they like what they see. So I got an agent this on last week.
How much does he or she cost?
Not too much, not that much. They said that they could tailor options for me, that they could open opportunities and doors for me that I couldn't reach to begin with, and they also that they could significantly lower my car insurance.
that's I don't know.
So
I don't know if those are what's the I'm sorry. It's not that I don't believe you or take you seriously, but I'm just what agency? What
I can't. Well, you can't say, because if you get in with an agent, they have strict rules about, you know, talking about like what you get involved with.
Did they give you, like when you called, they give you
an
an agent number?
Yeah,
The company agent number?
I can't say anything, but dun, dun,
What was his name?
dun, 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 dun.
All right. Well, thanks for coming. We're glad you're here. Special Mother's Day. We're gonna call our mom actually in a little while, and so hopefully she's ready for that. We're gonna see a few things.
Does she know about that?
She's going to know. She's gonna find out.
She's gonna find out.
Yeah, we bought her something. Did you know that for Mother's Day?
Yeah, we did. We
bought her something.
Yeah,
yes.
we bought her something. You called me and found and we bought her the thing that we sent her.
Yeah. Do you remember what that was?
Yeah.
All right. Well, so since it's Mother's Day themed, we're going to talk about moms in the Bible. That's going to be our topic today. And so with this topic, I think that one thing that we got to look at as we look into Scripture is that honestly, none of us would be here without moms. I mean, it's a known fact.
Almost everyone I know has a mom or has had one.
At some point in time in their life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like I think it's a 95% success rate, so it's really high.
Yeah.
About having a mom. But in what we see in Scripture a lot of times is that I think one thing when you look at good biblical mothers that God uses, that the one characteristic that keeps coming up is faithfulness. And faithfulness by sticking to something, sticking with something, and really just believing God, even through some very interesting and tough times, especially when we see biblical ancient days. It's not as modern thinking as what we would consider ourselves now. You have a very man-ruled system, especially in biblical and ancient times. And so one thing, and I sent you the article, and we kind of read back and forth and stuff, but it was like 10 mothers that from the Bible that just showed something. And one that stood out to me, actually, a few stood out to me, but one in particular was, well, if I could remember her name. I had it. Maybe I should go. No, Jesus'
mother?
Jesus'
Mary.
mother. Yeah, Mary. Yeah, Mary was one of them. Yes, but that's not the one I was thinking
she's
of.
a mom.
Yeah, definitely a mom. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Which one was it? Which one did I have in my head? Jochebed. That's why, because it was such a strange name.
It
All right.
almost sounds like my name.
Yeah, Jochebed. Yeah. Correct me, because he's like an Old Testament. He like Titan as far as understand that stuff.
Don't I know it?
Yeah, of course. You've heard him preach a couple times. And so with Jochebed, this is Moses' mom. And so the decree goes out from Egypt. Okay, the Hebrews are getting far too many. I mean, they're multiplying. It's getting to the point where it's been 400 years since Joseph. All right, Joseph has died, and the Hebrews have lived basically within Egypt, and they're growing very quickly. Well, they decide to create this decree, and they say, okay, we want you to basically kill your children at birth. Well, what mother can bring herself to do that, under her own will? And they didn't. And so because they disobeyed it, Pharaoh comes out with another one and says, okay, listen up. You can keep all of the girl children, but the male children you have to, or basically we're going to take them from you and we're going to throw them into the Nile. Well, Jochebed has obviously a male child, Moses. Okay, I don't know that's his name yet, and so she takes him though, but she hides him to the point where he is not going to be able to be hidden any longer. And so he's, a couple months, he's getting louder, he's a male. And so if they come in and they check, they're going to find him. And so ends up, she takes him, she lines the basket with pitch tar, puts him in the basket, and then sends him down the Nile with the faithfulness and the idea that God is going to deliver him or God's going to take care of him. And what the great part of the story is that she puts him in the basket, she sends him down. This isn't like Prince of Egypt style, okay? Because you don't get the whole story with the DreamWorks, animated movie. So it sends him down. His sister, Miriam, is sitting there following along, seeing what happens. Pharaoh's daughter goes down the Nile like everyone did, bathe, sees the basket, has her servants go and fetch it, sees the baby and says, I can't kill this baby. This is a Hebrew baby, but, I'm myself probably a mother to other children. And she sees it and says, I'll adopt him as my own. Well, the cool story is that Miriam is right there and she says, hey, you want me to find a Hebrew mom to nurse him for you since, you can't nurse him right now? And she says, yeah, that'd be great. So she goes and gets Jochebed, who gets to raise him up until a point that he is basically doesn't have to be breastfed or anything like that, which probably a little bit later than what we would consider now, just because the calories and things like that the babies would have needed back then. And so he's probably 2-3 years old before he has to go into Egypt. And all because of her faithfulness to trust God and his plan, and God takes care of it. And of course, history shows Moses goes, delivers the people from Egypt. And so you tell me, what characteristics do you think biblical mothers would carry besides faithfulness? What would be one that would be, you kind of look across the board and say, okay, that's a godly mother that we see with all these examples.
Yeah, I mean, I like that you bring up faithfulness because, by all of these stories, if you look at mothers across the Bible, it's like across the board, they're in such tricky, strange situations, like it's always, faith, to be faithful is like an understatement to what they're doing. But I would say persistence is like the biggest one that I see. All the mothers tend to play a background role until they're forced into this strange situation where they either can't have a child or they can't raise their child or something. And then they have to find a way, and be faithful and do what God asks and move forward that way. So it takes a lot of persistence, I think, to stick in there whenever things are tough.
And I think even if you move off of biblical, the actual biblical examples of mother, you see moms now, persistence is key. My wife, extremely persistent. Our mother had to be persistent, right? Because at some point you could have easily called it quits with us growing up.
I would have thrown my hands up in the air.
Forget it. All right. It didn't work out. And so moving on. But, with moms too. So the other one obviously that stood out to me is Mary, Jesus's mom, right? So if you're looking at the historical context, okay, Mary is anywhere from the age of 12 at latest probably 15 years old, which is just the way that things worked back then. Mm-hmm. And so the angel visits her, tells her she's going to have a baby, right? And the way that God's going to do this is it's got to be miraculous, right? Because it's Christ coming to die for the sins of the people. And so it can't be just your old, same, regular pregnancy. Well, the problem is that Mary was in a contract engagement with Joseph. They had not been together yet. And so think of the idea of having to go and tell your parents, okay, I'm pregnant, but it's not what you think, right? It's Joseph and I have not been together.
You just got to believe me on this
one. You're going to have to believe me, right? The angel came and talked to me. Even 2,000 years ago, that's still crazy. It's not, it's not even any more believable then than it is now. But yeah, the light went out on us, Ben. Can you go find the cord to maybe plug it in?
Ben, fix it.
Fix the light, Ben.
Fix it.
It came battery out. I don't even know if they can see, Jacob.
Fix it.
You got it?
I'm flying blind up here.
I have no idea where the cable is.
It's probably down in the auditorium. Run, Ben. Run like the wind.
Sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
If Ben was going somewhere, he was running.
He
So-
was running.
All right. So, no problem. Live show. It's great stuff. All the technical stuff. I thought we were saving time on that too. Anyways, with Mary, it makes it no easier to go and tell your parents, hey, I'm having a baby. I'm out of wedlock, which also, by the way, in this time period, if the husband really would have pressed, or the waiting husband, he could have easily had her publicly stoned to death without question. And so luckily, obviously God found the right guy who was going to be able to get through, this whole thing. But also, imagine Mary's reputation that she lives with forever. And we see scriptural evidence multiple times that Mary is made fun of. She's criticized. She's always considered, the town lady of the night after this point in time, all because of this thing that she took on. Because you look at the meeting between her and the angel, he says, you're going to have, the child of the Lord. And she says, okay, Lord, whatever you command me, I'll do. She was just flat out, this is what I'll do. And she walked right through it. And you don't see any type of backtracking by Mary. She takes on the role that God had given her, and she just continues to plow through. And, we see some different times that she had a few different, maybe, disagreements with Jesus, as far as in his earthly ministry when he came to light and came to the public forefront. But never does she, especially early on, ever backtrack by saying, geez, why did I have to take on such a big role? Because raising a child is a big role. Raising the Son of God, probably at another level. Would you agree?
Yeah, and to put it in context, like that's a huge thing to be asked.
Yeah.
On top of that, in society during that time, I think things were a little bit different
A little bit more dicey
for
than,
women back
than
then.
now. Yeah.
And so already to take on the burden of what society looked like at that time,
Right.
or at any time during history, and then say, I'm going to take on this whole other thing.
Yeah.
On top of this is just, a leap of faith is an understatement.
Easily. And you even see things like Rebecca. Okay, that was one that I thought of in the Old Testament. So with Rebecca, she's the wife of Isaac. She has Esau and Jacob. And both of these, where you get your named after, by the way, it's where Mom got your name, right?
Did she?
I think so. Yeah, she got both of ours from the Bible.
She talks to you more than she talks to me.
Probably. Well, I am Mom's favorite. All right. So, but yeah, so with that, with Rebecca, God visits her. So she is barren for 20 years after marriage. So for 20 years, she and Isaac are married. They can't have kids. Well, they of course go to Isaac, and they're asking, pleading to God to give them a child. He gives them a child, and what ends up happening, she's feeling actually the brothers in her womb, like fighting each other, like tussling and wrestling. And so she goes to God and she says, why is this happening to me? Like, what's going on? Because these, I didn't think pregnant was going to feel this bad. It probably, I would imagine, right?
Yeah.
This is very uncomfortable. And
God's like, well, that's two nations inside of you.
yeah, exactly. That's two nations
divided
Yeah.
and destroying each other. It's
But
great.
the thing, already fighting. They're not gonna. There's no treaty happening here. All right. But what was amazing about it to me is that God tells her, listen, the younger is going to be over the older one. The older one, which is not a thing that happened in that time. The older kid, this right, all right, gets everything basically, and the youngers get nothing.
Sounds familiar.
There's no rivalry here. All right, just love. And so, anyways, yeah, I'm Mom's favorite. And so here, anyways, moving on.
We'll see about that.
We will see about that. We're gonna ask her. And so,
Ben, you fixed the light or what?
I couldn't find it. I ran around the sanctuary.
Is there another
for,
battery back there? Is there batteries on the little thing?
there's 2 batteries. I don't know how to work it though. Probably should have checked that out before we got started.
Oh, Ben.
All right, Ben. Everybody, just if you hear a
Unbelievable.
scream, Ben's messing with the light. All right. If he gets hurt, we might have to end the show early. or we'll go through our segments, but just know afterwards you might have to go to the emergency room. And so we'll see. But we're not gonna stop the show.
Stop the show.
We gotta finish. All right.
Ben broke his arm or something. It's like,
It's a flesh wound.
get over it.
It's but a flesh wound.
He's already whining. And either way,
So, anyways, God tells it the young one is going to be over the old one. Well, if you read the story, Isaac never accepts that. I mean, obviously, she probably went and told Isaac, right? The younger son is going to be the one that ends up taking everything. He's going to be the one that. There we go, Ben. Oh, for a second, Ben.
you blew it.
Ben
It's a
was-
flicker of
Ben-
hope.
Ben is very valuable
And he blew
in
it.
spurts. All right, and so
He sparingly gives hope and then takes it away.
it snatches it back. Oh, hey, we might have it.
Unbelievable.
All right. And so, anyways, we're going to get through this topic at some point. And so, where was I at? Yeah, so Jacob is going to take over. And she tells Isaac, I'm sure, listen, Jacob is going to be the one that takes over.
I know.
And he just couldn't accept it, I guess. Because even on his deathbed, he's sitting there saying, I need to give a blessing. And he just tells Esau, he thinks nobody else is around, but he's blind. So he can't see the fact that his wife is standing behind him, And so he says, hey, go and tell Esau. He tells Esau, hey, go and hunt something, because that's what he liked him to do. Go hunt something, bring it back, fix it for me the way I like it. He does add the way I like it, by the way. It's like a classic dad. You go back, you bring it back to me, and it better be the way I like it. All right?
Medium. If it's medium rare, I send it back.
No blessing for you,
If
Esau.
it's rare, I send it back. Little
Medium.
pink in the middle, brown on the outside.
Yeah, exactly. Perfectly salted and seasoned. And so he sends it back, but the whole time Rebecca hears it, and she knows what God has already decided, and that is that the younger son is going to be ahead. And so she tells, and it looks like it's really bad, like it's deception, but in my opinion, it's like Isaac couldn't accept what God wanted. And so Rebecca was, I know that this is what's going to happen. And so she, as a mother, basically pushes it forward that what God's will already was.
Mhm.
And so moms are just better at things than, with me, with my wife, she's just better at stuff than I am.
Yeah,
I'm just, man, it's out again.
it's not a high bar.
It's okay. It's okay. She's just better. And so let's take handling the kids, right? Kid says, I'm hungry, right? Well, Brittany, what do you want? And the kid's mac and cheese. She walks, she gets up, stops what she's doing. Well, how hungry are you? Oh, okay. She goes in, she pulls a box down. She opens the box up, she pours it in, she boils the water, she puts the mac and cheese in.
Story's going somewhere. I
I'm telling you,
promise.
it's a good finish. She puts the cheese in, everything else, but not even that. She doesn't stop there. She does, the pouch of cheese that comes with it, right?
Sure.
That comes in the box,
Sure.
right? She does that. It's not enough. It's not enough for our kids. No. She goes back. She opens the refrigerator. This is more steps than I feel like I'm going to do. And so she opens the refrigerator. She pulls more cheese out,
Mhm.
milk, but she just starts throwing things in the pot. And it's all of a sudden, it's like Paula Deen level mac and cheese we're talking about here.
Paula Deen.
Yeah. She makes them the bowl. She takes it to them. She gives them the spoons. And then maybe she gets her something. She sits down. And then someone has already finished. Asher probably, because he really likes mac and cheese. Mom, I can get some more. She puts all of her food down. She pauses. I don't think my wife has had a hot meal in the last 10 years since our children arrived on the scene. Now, let's reverse the roles. Okay? Brittany's not home. It's just me. Okay? Dad, we're hungry. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, I don't.
Mom's not here. What do you want me to do? Well, we need to make us something to eat. I'm like, what, you can't fix yourself something? Is there not peanut butter? Is there not bread? Is there not Cheez-Its? I mean, Goldfish probably hits at least 5 of the major food categories. Can you not feed yourself? No, we want mac and cheese. Those children had better pray that there are mac and cheese cups.
Yeah.
The ones that you
that's what I
peel
was
off the
thinking.
top, and you just fill some water, and then 3 minutes and 30 seconds later, they've got their mac and cheese. I stir it in. Here you go. Dad, I ate all that. Can I get some? What are you kidding me? Food doesn't just grow on trees. Not most of it, right?
I'm pretty sure you've taken the box mac and just mixed it with water and then the packet instead of putting milk and all the other necessary ingredients in there.
Yeah. I will still just make the box of like regular Kraft and not add anything to it, and I'm like in heaven. I love that. And Brittany's like, that's not mac and cheese. That's gross. So I don't know. Moms are just better all around. So
I think the other thing is it's so funny that the Bible kind of like downplays the shock factor that mothers probably had to go through in the stories. So like Sarah, for instance, she can't have a child and she really wants to. And then all of a sudden God shows her the night sky and he says, you see all the stars? As many stars as there are, that's how many kids you're going to have. I would
at 100.
I would be like, no, God. Wait. I was thinking like,
hold on.
Like maybe a boy and a girl, and then we were going to stop.
Just the even split. We're good. That is way too many.
2 or 3 around the same age, and then we were just going to call it.
Then imagine when she gets her head around it, and then she only has 1.
Yeah.
Oh, this was figurative.
Whoa, okay. Well, we already painted all the baby rooms.
But, we've already added on. We'll take care. We'll take those back off.
I've got 16 baby rooms we painted already.
Oh man. Well, anyways, all right. Moms of the Bible, good stuff. All right. So Ben, we got any questions coming over on the comment side just about the topic before we move on to our other regular questions? Speak in the microphone, Ben.
No question.
No questions about the topic. All right.
No questions is in 0.
As in 0 on YouTube.
0 on YouTube. All right. So, well, that's fine because we're going to move in we've got some very interesting questions over the last week. Some interesting ones. And so you guys, each week we're going to put a post out there and you can ask whatever questions is on your heart's desire, which is really weird, I think, because I see some of the stuff coming over and I don't know that our country is heading in a really good direction, just overall.
Based on the questions?
Yeah, based on the question, yes.
You're losing hope in the nation.
Mankind.
Based on, mankind. Yeah. So not like globally. It's not even.
Yeah. Either that or people really don't care what we think on important topics.
Well, I got some stuff I want to dig into today. So let's hit them.
All right, Ben. Go ahead and give us that first question.
Username _live.
Speak up, 14. Ben. I can't hear.
Do you like Christmas music?
Who was that from?
That was from _lives _14.
_lives _14. Odd name.
Libs.
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 What do you think that's short for?
Libs. I think it's short for
Liberia.
Liberia. Liberty.
Truth. Happiness.
Liberty. I was also thinking about going with them.
For your agency.
Yeah.
Well, they probably could have got you better house rate.
They didn't. They had higher rates. So.
Higher. Oh, they didn't beat it.
Yeah.
So what was the question again, Ben? Sorry, I totally spaced out when you started asking the question.
Christmas music?
Do we like Christmas music?
I love Christmas music.
Like, are you like a year-round guy?
Yeah, all year.
Give me your favorite one.
Well,
so let me get this straight. You're in all you like. Basically, you were listening to it on the way over here.
On the way here, yeah.
But you can't tell me one song that you really like.
We turned it off.
Special guest.
I wasn't prepared to come on the show, by the way.
It's because Ben keeps asking to be the special guest, and
Ben's not.
No,
I don't have any control over this show, but I do have control over one thing, and I will hold that with an iron fist. until my last
Ben's
day.
appearances on
is that
screen.
Ben will not appear on screen ever. Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas. It's definitely a top 5.
Top 5
Yeah, it's up in my top 5
of all-time Christmas
of
songs.
all-time songs.
Wow.
Yeah,
So what is that number? What's number 1?
number 1 is Drummer Boy.
All-time song.
Yeah.
I mean, we're out of the Christmas theme.
I don't get what you're not understanding about. It's my all-time favorite. It's the best song.
It's not scriptural at all.
I mean, well, that wasn't my criteria. I listened to it year round, so it's not about the Christmas part.
Give
of
me
it.
your favorite line. Sing your favorite line.
I don't think they remember. I don't think the audience remembers what song you're talking about. Could you
Yeah,
sing it for us?
I think a lot of our viewers are probably a little underage on that. What do you?
I know all the. I listen to all the songs. So we have. Oh, here he comes today. Bum 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 bum. See, have no customs to rum bum bum bum. Sky down in base or bring dum 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 dum.
I don't think that's the words.
I thought you were gonna sing with me.
Oh no, I don't. I honestly.
Then I
don't think I could actually give the lyrics.
What's that other song?
Rudolph?
No, Let It Go. By Frozen?
Yeah, that's not a Christmas song.
Yeah, it is.
That is not a Christmas song.
Yeah, it is.
It's not even during Christmas when she sings it.
She
It's literally a summer song.
She says snow in the song.
Yeah, but that doesn't
It's
mean
like
it's
the
Christmas.
first word of the song.
If snow is something to do with Christmas, we haven't had Christmas in Texas like the last 7 years.
I'm not talking about Christmas specific to Texas. If I was, I would say that my
We're
favorite
talking
song
about Christmas
is
songs.
Merry Texas Christmas, which is up there. It's definitely
I don't even think that's a song.
It's top 10. Merry Christmas, Texas. Yes, it is. It's by George Strait.
Oh,
Look it up. Ben, look it up.
I'd like to know a lyric from that, Ben.
Don't look it up right now.
Not right now, Ben. We're
Don't look it up.
in the middle of
Don't
the show.
look it up. Get out. Just put your phone down. Put it down.
Stop.
What's
Okay.
your favorite? What do you like?
Well,
what
first
do
of all,
you like Christmas?
I'm not a Christmas in
What
July
was
guy.
the original? Okay, Christmas songs.
Christmas songs?
That was the original question.
Yeah, do you like Christmas music?
Yeah.
So yes, time and a place for me. I think that
That's
answers
it.
the
That's where you're
question.
gonna leave it. You're not.
Well, I mean, so okay, I'll go favorite song.
What's your favorite Christmas song?
Um,
I think Libs deserves to know.
so if we're gonna go with one that's not like, necessarily biblical, I'm gonna go Rudolph. I like Rudolph. I like singing it. I like even the little add-ons.
Do you sing the add-ons? Do you sing those every time?
Sometimes, not really. No, like if I'm in a car and I'm trying to put on a concert for the other drivers.
For the other drivers?
Yeah, the people that are going around me and they
You
see
mean
me.
The people that can't hear you or
Yeah, but they can see me.
rarely look at you.
They can live in my world for a second.
I doubt that other people were driving by you looking at you.
You haven't seen me sing in the car then.
Okay.
All right. And so when I'm doing
Agree to
that,
disagree.
then I don't do the extras. If I got the kids in the car, of course you got to do the extras.
Mm.
It just elevates it.
What are the extras?
Let's see here. I'm trying to think of how it goes.
The
red-nosed reindeer.
Reindeer.
Had a very shiny nose like a light bulb.
Like a light bulb.
If you ever saw it, you would even say it glowed.
Like Pinocchio.
No, Pinocchio doesn't glow.
Oh, did I get that? I thought it said grow. You would
No, it
even say it
glows.
grows. Like
Glows like
Grows like Pinocchio.
glows like a light bulb. I think again
Again,
because someone couldn't think of anything that glowed.
these things are debatable, and I think that if you want to discuss them, maybe we could discuss them off camera, and you don't have to.
We'll talk about it later.
You don't have to come at me.
We'll talk
with
about
all
it
that.
All right. So next question, Ben.
Owen underscore Poltz responded to your questions.
But I believe that's potlets, Ben.
Potlets?
Potlets.
Potlets?
Yeah.
Potlets.
Say it like it's spelled.
As in like a pot, as in like in the kitchen.
Like a pot. That's lit.
That's a lit, but not like a pot lid.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Owen.
So Owen underscore Potlets.
Yeah.
Would you rather eat no candy on Halloween or no turkey on Thanksgiving?
Oh.
That's possibly one of the greatest questions of all time.
Oh.
It's a real brain stumper.
Yes. Okay. Oh.
I'm guessing you're going to go with candy.
What was the question? Candy or turkey?
No candy on Halloween or no turkey on Thanksgiving. It depends on what turkey I'm eating on Thanksgiving.
I have a. I didn't want to get into all of this, but it's I have a candy problem. It's not.
It's well documented. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
all right though. I mean, because we've gotten you some help.
It's frustrating because people think that it's just like it's
not
like
an addiction.
you choose to do it, and it's like
a disease.
it's a disease.
It really is.
And it's not recognized. And I feel like there's not a lot of support around it. Like, for other problems, you have like groups, and there's very few groups except for the ones that I've started. And so it's
true. That is so true. You laugh to keep from crying about it, really, because it's been a problem that we've dealt with for a long time.
Yeah. And whenever I'm on a bender,
there's Sour Patch are not safe.
I'll go through like 3 or 4 pumpkin baskets.
Yeah, that's true.
Pumpkin buckets. Pumpkin.
So for your own health, probably no candy on Halloween.
I'm gonna say no candy ever, and I'm
well, because once you start, you don't stop. So it's a conscious choice.
It's a slippery slope
each day
to
continue to move on.
And I hate.
Have you been to a meeting lately?
Right before I got here.
How'd that go?
I'm actually in a Facebook Live meeting right now. So we're gonna have to close this out because it's about to be my turn to speak.
Still nobody waiting.
No, there's room of 1. But so didn't mean to get personal. Don't want to shed any tears on here, but
it's okay.
My name is Jacob, and I'm a candyholic.
It's not funny. It's not funny. I've been a lot of hard years.
And you see the pushback that we get from this stuff.
All right, Ben, let's go ahead. Let's go next.
Thanks,
question.
Owen. DJ, you didn't say your answer. And
I'd go no turkey on Thanksgiving.
Owen deserves to know.
I would go
I
no
think
turkey.
you owe him an answer.
No turkey on Thanksgiving. I said it 3 times now. No turkey.
So you'd rather eat candy?
Yeah, I'd eat candy.
Just right in my face?
We don't have to be in the same place on Halloween.
You know about my problem, and you're still going to do it.
Next question, Ben.
Jonathan Lane asks, what happened to the dinosaurs?
JP.
What? No. Where do you get JP from Jonathan.Lane?
I thought his name was Jonathan Lane. Do you say Jonathan Lane?
Yeah, it's period .com.
Yeah, JP.
Yeah.
My boy, JP.
I think it's the same JP.
All right.
JP.
Well, so what happened to the dinosaurs? Well, I mean, do you have Google? Because they're dead. That's what happened to them. They died.
They didn't make it. So
Hey, I got a joke for you. Why can't dinosaurs talk?
Because there was no, you couldn't, why can't dogs talk?
Why can't dinosaurs talk?
Yeah.
Because they're they're all dead. Yes.
Ben,
that's a good one.
So mad.
Jonathan.
So mad that you geared up that drum part. All right. The
dinosaurs died.
Yeah, and so there's actually two schools of thought on this. The first one is that I believe there was some sort of ice age of the sorts.
Yeah.
The other one, which probably makes more sense, is the aliens came and they shrunk them back down to human size, and we finally found our form.
That is one school.
I don't know.
How many people are in your how many people are in your Facebook group for that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Human-sized dinosaurs
But
still roam among us.
yeah, we got. I mean, we're like 30 strong right now.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
You guys still have to share the conference room with the flat earthers.
Share the stage with the flat earthers, and it's annoying, and I don't like it as much as
I
anybody.
was about to ask you. I feel like people need to answer. Is the Earth round?
Of course, it's round.
Is the Earth round, as opposed to? So I'll get into this. No, the Earth is not round, and I've been wanting to talk about this for a while because I'm getting pretty fed up, and I've always wanted a platform to discuss
You
this.
started it.
So
You started it, Ben.
I'm glad you lit the fire, Ben, because this is good. The Earth is not round. Let's go ahead and set that straight. The Earth is not flat. It's more of a. It's not a cube,
That's ridiculous.
but it's cube-ish. It's probably closer to a cube. It's a cube.
So like, do we all live on different sides?
It's a cube. It's well, they haven't come out with this shape yet, and it's tough because everybody wants to put a shape on it. Not flat, not a circle. It's like a 13-sided cube would be the best way to describe it. A cube with 13 sides.
Which by definition makes it not a cube.
No, that's what I'm saying is that the shape doesn't exist, but if it did,
That it would look
it would be a
cubish.
cube
Okay.
with 13 sides.
Yeah,
So
I get it. All right. I think that's all the time we got for questions right now. We're going to have to move on. We have to relax this thing. What's next? What we got next?
Questions?
Ben? There's the alarm. Yes, we have a low viewer alert. Go figure.
You
All right.
didn't change the slide.
That's supposed to change, Ben. It's changing on ours
Ben,
here.
You have
Are you
one
kidding
job,
me right
Ben.
now? You just simply have to click enter. All right, we have a low viewer alert. Well, who better to try to figure out for our segment today, one more viewer, than our own mother, right? If you can't get your mom to follow you, there's no sense in having a podcast. And so we're going to call her, and we're going to just see how she's doing.
It's so funny that we're calling her.
I don't know how this is going to go.
This is not a good idea.
Probably not.
Hello?
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, babe.
How's it going?
Hi. Good. What are y'all doing?
Oh,
Doing
we're
your
just,
podcast?
yeah, we're doing the podcast. You're right. Yeah. Hey,
Oh, good deal.
have you subscribed?
When y'all show me how to do it.
It's not hard, Mom.
Do you have YouTube on your phone?
Yeah, I watched y'all do something on YouTube not too long ago. Y'all know I can't do this thing. Y'all have to be here to do it.
All right, Mom. Well, we'll handle that.
Mom, we have a few
I'll see you
questions.
Monday,
We have a
so-
few questions for you.
Yeah. First question here, Mom. I want you to just tell it's not really a question as much as just kind of giving you the floor for a second. I want you to tell everybody about the greatest day of your life. It was sometime around the February 17th, 1987. Tell everybody kind of just.
Before you do that,
What
could
happened?
you just go ahead? Before you do that, could you just go ahead and say, let's just say your favorite son, your favorite one. One out of you got a 50-50 chance here. and there might be another gift in the mail if you choose the right one.
Because the first gift came from
No, that's not
both of us.
totally true.
Yeah.
Mostly me.
Hey, Mom,
The rose bush was beautiful. I love it.
the rose bush. But Mom, just say once again what we got you.
A rose bush.
Okay, rose bush. Yeah. Hey,
Pink,
Well,
would you mind reading the
pink
card?
rose bush.
we let DJ pick that out, and so he chose to pick out weeds. So now you got like now you
All
have
right.
like
Wait a minute. Did DJ pick it out or did Brittany pick it out?
that's
That's
That's not
different
what we're
here.
talking about right now.
But that's probably another reason why you should maybe choose which son is the best right now, and so that this is recorded and immortalized for eternity on the internet.
yeah. Hey, Mom, have you ever forgotten a birthday?
No, I have not.
No. Are you
No,
sure?
I have not. Yes, I may have forgotten to call that day, but I was
Which-
called like 2 or 3 days ahead.
What day was that, Mom? What day would that have been in like the month and day? I don't think
Why?
it was February.
Okay, let's
Anyway, it was the
let's
one time.
get down to real question here. Okay, so
Okay.
DJ was born, and
That's a fact.
obviously,
That's a fact.
and for the people that are watching this, obviously DJ's name is not DJ. So whenever
Yes, it is.
so whenever
It's on the birth certificate. It's
whenever he was born-
DEEJAY.
whenever he was born and his name was Daryl Jitters, when did you decide to start calling him DJ?
It's not my name.
Daryl Jitters is his actual name. We could go ahead and hashtag that and make that trend on Twitter. When did you decide to start calling him DJ instead of Derail?
When we called him Daniel Joseph.
Well, that's a different name than I've.
She got a lot of criticism for Daryl Jitters. She got a lot of
A
criticism.
lot of pushback.
So,
Where'd
if
you
you
get-
find the birth
All I
certificate, it's still Daryl.
All I can
Daryl
tell
Jitters.
y'all about my favorite son is just look in the mirror and you'll see who my favorite son is.
You told everybody else to look
How many-
in the mirror.
How many kids do you have?
No, you two. Look in the mirror and you'll see my favorite son.
So it's me.
Well, that's up in the air. We don't know about that.
What if we're together?
What if we're together?
And who you see? That's my favorite
What if
son.
I see him?
Gives you your answer.
This isn't
Um,
fair. He sees him, and I'm in a mirror where I'm seeing him as well, and that's
Well, look over to the side and you'll see you.
all right. I don't.
So, Mom, hey, Mom, why don't you just read everybody the card from us that
Oh.
came with the rose bush? You mind doing that? Because I
No, not at all.
If you don't have it there, I could go ahead and recite it because I remember it off the top of my head.
No, I
you better
didn't
get the
do.
card.
It said, "Thank you, Mama, for birthing us.
Yeah, very.
We
slick.
love you so much." And why wouldn't what was the
Come on, Mom.
last part? I'm trying. Hold on. I don't have the card with me.
What,
Let
what
me-
do you mean you
but
don't
it
have the card
said-
with you?
Let me fill in the gaps for you. So,
I'm in Kilgore.
so it said something about thank you, Mom. It said this is from your favorite son.
No, it did not say from my favorite son. It said that
Oh yeah, it said your
it
favorite
should
lawyer.
be
This
it
is
should
from
be
your
your
favorite-
special. It said that it should be special, whatever, because how awesome y'all turned out. Love your
That's pretty fair.
brothers from
Is
the
that-
same mother. That's what it said.
So good, she couldn't even remember the words.
So, Mom, whenever about the time the DJ was born, whenever you went to the hospital and just started picking up random babies out of the hospital, so maybe DJ could belong to anybody. Why did you decide him? What is that?
Because he looked most like his daddy.
Oh, okay.
both of you look like your daddy, so there was no denying which one was mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got a good point there.
All right, Mom. Well, hey, Mom, we love you.
We love you.
And happy Mother's Day tomorrow.
Thank you.
Just in case we forget tomorrow.
And happy Mother's Day today from your
Yeah.
because every day's Mother's Day whenever you're from your favorite son.
Z.
One. Sons and
All right, Mom. Well, thanks for picking up. We appreciate it. And we will talk to you soon.
go follow.
Go subscribe. Go Google it.
We need one more.
Okay, when I come down Monday, you can subscribe for me. But love you both.
You're coming Monday?
Kisses.
Wait,
Yeah,
Where are you gonna stay?
what do you
I'm just coming for the day.
It's not.
Wait.
Okay. Well, we didn't talk about this.
Okay. Well,
And I'll drive by the apartment to see you too, Jacob.
We didn't.
all right, Mom.
All right.
Love y'all.
Love you
too.
Have fun.
All right.
Good.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, that's our mom. Still keeping us guessing on who's the favorite, even in 2020.
That was by far the silliest thing we've done on this podcast.
Yeah, by far.
Let's call our mom.
All right. Well, so we're going to move into our last segment. All right.
That's a good picture.
That's a good one. Just some story behind it. If you guys didn't see it on Instagram, if somehow you just stumbled onto this on YouTube Live,
You were just
Would be confused.
you were very confused and lost. I would recommend you shut this off and get a bearing on your life and figure out where you're at
But first, subscribe.
just in time and
so
space.
make sure you subscribe before you
and
take the hiatus. So our mom routinely asks us to take. So anytime we're together, it'll happen again on Monday if somehow we cross paths all together. And she either wants us to take a picture together with her or together. And she wants, and this has been in our adult years. We used to be forced because there were consequences that could come, but now there's not. And it's take a picture, and she wants a proper picture. And so behind me is basically one of, I would say, at least 25 attempts, but they're all about the same.
at least, yeah.
And an anonymous person, didn't someone post something on Facebook, Ben? What was the question?
Someone asked, why won't you ever take a good photo with your mom?
Right.
Good photo with mom. Well, I think all of the photos that I take are good.
I believe so. I mean, we're in them, so I don't think it's a bad photo.
I'm more about taking real photos.
Yeah.
I would rather capture a moment
What's happening on the inside rather than creating the
everybody
outside.
put on makeup and smile
Right.
at the camera. Capture me really being me.
Yeah.
And
For me, it's become a game,
mhm.
and we're continually winning.
We're really raking it. We're winning against
Yeah.
nobody, really. I mean,
Undefeated.
it's like
And there's no
there's
competition.
no competition.
No. But it makes me feel good.
I don't think she cares that much anymore.
No.
She sort of dropped the ball on it.
Yeah, she
doesn't-
has.
yeah.
But it's okay. She still tries. She still attempts because she wants to tell people, I try.
Yeah.
But we don't comply.
Yeah, and these are adults. This is like a year ago.
I don't even think it was that long. That's the new house.
That's
So-
not even. Yeah, that's not even.
Hashtag no comply.
Yeah,
Trending.
like to say that we were just kids, but that is
That's definitely not it.
full blown adult.
All right, let's move on to our last segment. Okay, so
Ben, Ben, I need water.
yeah, Ben, toss. I'm still good.
Ben.
What?
Come.
There we go. Slow it down, Ben. Goodness gracious. Texas Ranger fan. No baseball. He's getting a little testy with his throws.
Well, I feel like they're definitely coming in hotter, and
Yeah.
I'm like, what's that?
I think that's aggression is what you're feeling.
Mhm.
So
There's some.
because of his aggression, Ben would not let up this week. He wants the opportunity to do a segment, one that he's created, he's put together, and so he came up with binge watching.
So
Okay.
stupid. Such a
Watch
dumb idea.
watch your language. Okay, that is getting a little strong with
It's-
the stupids. Okay,
I'm there.
it's you gotta have to contain yourself though. All right, we're not restricted to who can view this. So binge watching. And so the premise behind this, all right, Ben has created this segment and he has picked a movie for all of us to watch. And he basically we're going to give a review of it. And this is his baby. All right. And so we're going to kind of just tell you what we thought about the movie, some of our favorite scenes, things like that. And then, I guess it's going to end at some point. I don't know. Ben, go ahead and tell everybody what movie you picked. We
gave Ben the liberty to pick any movie he wanted.
Whatever
So
one.
Ben, no pressure.
Which one did you pick?
What movie did you
First
pick?
of all, I just want to say this is my first segment.
Ben, they don't need a
Very-
biography. They just need
Ben,
to know a movie,
Nobody
Ben.
needs. We're not talking commentary. What is this? The DVD commentary?
This is the deleted scenes.
Gotta be kidding me.
Come on, Ben.
All right, so the movie was
Your first segment.
Pirates of the Caribbean, the fourth movie.
The fourth one.
The fourth one on Stranger Tides. Y'all,
First three were apparently just not.
Skip to the fourth.
I mean, have y'all seen them? Y'all did watch them, right? We talked at the beginning.
Of course, Ben.
about,
Yes,
y'all
yeah.
watching them and-
Ben, we watched the
Yeah.
movie. We
So-
watched it. We
Pirates,
watched it.
yeah.
So we're gonna review the movie that Ben chose.
What was the subtitle on that one again?
There's a
So
segment
Pirates of the Caribbean. I got that one. Caribbean, however you
yeah,
would say it.
on Stranger Tides.
On Stranger
on
Tides.
Stranger
yeah.
Tides.
So
It's
it comes in-
Could y'all explain like what they were?
yeah,
what they were going
yeah.
after?
We're getting there. Okay, we
Ben,
got it. We understand.
we're reviewing the
still up
movie
here.
now because against our will, we're reviewing the movie now.
Binge watching, and notice
Binge.
binge watching,
Binge.
binge
Almost-
watching.
almost-
I thought it was pretty good.
Almost sounds like
Very clever, Ben.
almost like
Very clever.
Benji, like the movie
Benji.
Benji, which would have been significantly better movie to review.
Brittany literally said when she saw the
Should
the
have
thing, she said, "How am I supposed to read this? Binge watching?"
Benji.
I know. He thought it was
movie
binge. He thought it was clever.
Benji. Which
So,
is, I think it's a dog movie.
The movie opens up. You got the ship, and it's going on. It's hitting the tides.
It's a wooden ship,
Wood
if I remember
Yeah. some
correctly.
pitch to make sure the water doesn't come through.
Yeah.
Rusted nails. So you just kind of got to close up, and you're wondering what's going on. And so it's hitting the tides, and then you got that character that comes out up on deck.
Well, the Captain Jack's. It's all your favorites. It's
Yeah.
Johnny Depp and Kirsten Dunst and the guy
Clooney.
from Boy Meets World,
Which one?
Corey.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. One of the Savage brothers.
Yeah. And so they're sort of they're on a mission,
I
and
believe that guy got another role.
and
Could you explain what their mission was?
is a treasure is a treasure chest. So they're looking for they're looking for a treasure chest,
A treasure chest?
and the
Um,
Ben, let me get through.
Can we
Can we?
give the review?
What are we doing here?
This is your segment. Do you want it? Do you want us to do it?
Do you want to give the review?
No, I mean it's,
No,
it's-
you're not going to give the review, no matter what.
Stop. Go ahead.
What a,
Just skip to the part.
they're looking for the treasure chest. And there's a sword fights. There's sword fighting. I think there's one part. Definitely there was one. One of my favorite parts was he's sword fighting the monkey man.
Yeah.
And
I remember
he's
that.
like they're going up and down on the sails because the sails are coming up and down and they're sword fighting, and he says, "It's not today, it's not your day, monkey." And then
Yeah. And he says you're
bananas if you
just
think
to play
that.
on the
And-
fact that he's a monkey man.
and then
Yeah.
he claps his hands like
Yeah.
this, and it's sort of like I think it was a callback to Donkey Kong.
Yes.
That's a video game
For all the 90s kids.
from the 90s.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, I
further
think the
back,
first one's
yeah.
the 80s. Yeah.
First iteration of it was much older.
Did you even watch it, Ben?
I mean, I watched it, but I don't remember. I don't remember that.
What was your
part.
what was your take on which part didn't you remember? Did you
all of what y'all just explained?
Did you see the part? Okay, well, did you see the part whenever there's a big wedding at the end, and then he runs up into the there's a big wedding, and then the
Jack Sparrow comes in.
No, the guy.
like,
the guy says,
you
if
know-
anybody has any
any money.
if anybody wants to stop the wedding, then say it now.
That's right.
And then Johnny Depp comes in with his wooden peg leg, and he says, I want to stop it.
Yeah. Cut it off. Stop it right here. It's funniest
We're
part of the whole
done.
movie.
We're done. And then and then he says that line.
Oh yeah. He goes.
says that
He
line.
goes.
Here,
I-
here you
I'll do a wedding another day.
Another day.
I'll do a wedding another day.
I'll do
yeah.
a wedding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Says, I'll do a wedding another day.
And he waves it off with his peg leg.
And he says,
just-
He goes, "Arr."
And he kind of does the little thing that he does. Yeah.
Arr. Gosh.
Man. that
What
was-
did you think, Ben?
Was it like the post credit scene? Or like
No.
after the movie was over?
That ended the movie.
There was no post credits.
Yeah, not in this one.
Ben, did
No.
you watch the movie?
No, I mean
Do you see any of
I
it?
watched it. I just don't.
What did you think of Fred Savage's role?
Fred Savage?
Yeah.
Boy Meets World.
I don't remember. I mean,
Him being in
is
it?
that an actor? I mean, that's
Yes, he's an actor. Of
When
course.
when Fred Savage is on the deck of the boat and Topanga comes up and lands on the boat,
Yeah.
and she says, Mr. Feeney, and then she jumps back off the boat.
Yeah, I do remember that. That was good stuff. I mean, it was crazy how much 90s stuff that they threw and they weaved into that.
They did a lot of 90s references. At one point, Jack Sparrow's sitting there and on the boat, and he's about to get the treasure chest, and he says, "Huh?"
Yeah, Scooby Doo. Yep.
No, that was Tim Allen.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Sorry about
Like
that.
that.
Yeah. Forgot about Tim Allen.
And it was Tim Allen from Home Improvement.
Yeah, the Tool Man.
Tim the Toolman Taylor.
So Ben, what did you think of it? It's your segment, Ben. Tell us.
Ben,
I mean, I thought it was a good movie overall. The acting was okay. It was.
wow, general
Yeah,
comment. Didn't
Jeez.
didn't watch it.
I don't really.
Ebert gives it
remember the-
Nothing-
50 thumbs up, Ben.
Nothing
Goodness
specific?
gracious.
Nothing
You got
specific?
nothing?
Have you never seen it?
Well, I mean, I don't remember the part about the treasure. I thought they were going for like the eternal life thingy. Where they would like go to the pond and
Eternal.
houses and.
Why would they make a movie about that, Ben?
Well, I mean,
You're talking about the fourth one, right?
yeah,
Strange-
the fourth one.
Yeah.
Strange times.
Strange times in the
Strange
ship.
times in Fremont High. Was that
Yeah, something like that.
something like
Pirates of the Caribbean, Strange Times at Fremont High.
What would y'all rate the movie?
What are we doing? 5, 10 stars, Ben?
Out of 10.
Oh, 10.
that? Out of 10.
I'm gonna go an easy
I wasn't
6.7.
I wasn't a fan.
No,
Um,
so you're going sub 5?
No, I'm definitely gonna do 10 bags of popcorn. But
It's a pretty good, strong rating, actually.
I did not agree with their decision to not do a credit scene at the end. I did not agree with their the graphics were all weird with the giant monkey bad guy.
That was strange, yeah.
And
Poorly thought out.
I didn't. Yeah, it kind of felt like a money grab type of movie.
Yeah.
You know.
We've made 3. Let's do a 4th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ben, what'd you rate it?
I would rate it I'd go along with DJ about the 6 rating. It was
Why?
just okay.
What'd you think about the credits at the end? How they didn't do credits.
I remember there being credits because they weren't the beginning.
Well, you don't even remember Fred Savage. So what are we doing? What is
I mean,
this?
I
Why
also
are we-
don't remember the monkeys.
I don't know.
Can we cut this? Can we cut
Let's just stop
the
this
segment?
one. We're
This is-
done. We
It's
are
a
absolutely
bad-
done with binge watching.
It's a bad segment, Ben. It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
I stayed up all night thinking about this.
Yeah,
that
we know.
graphic. I worked
No.
so hard on
Nobody.
that graphic.
It's
Benji watching, and you didn't even watch the movie, Ben.
The red. What were you choosing? The color red. That doesn't sound hard.
We're probably gonna get sued by Netflix. That's probably what's gonna happen.
Appreciate that. Now we got a lawsuit coming.
Great. And you didn't watch the movie, the one that you picked. We gave you everything, Ben. Gave you everything.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I
I
think we got to stop.
I think we got to drop this. We apologize.
Sorry for our viewers.
We want to take a second to apologize to the viewers. We're gonna
And our sponsors.
We will never do this segment again. We're gonna really sit and come together and think about how we would move forward. Probably me as a co-host and probably Ben less on the show.
No. It's still going to be DJ Pope with a special guest. And we might invite you back down the road a little bit. Definitely going to think of something besides binge watching to do.
At least like a expert guest.
Yeah.
Like an expert guest,
Yeah.
like a
Thank you to our sponsors.
maybe a regular, at least something a little more. Maybe I can have a title.
It's special guest.
It's Ben.
It's trending. Special guest.
It's taken everything in me not to just launch this
A
water.
full water bottle of Ben.
across.
I know. The segment was basically
can't-
the last straw for me.
I can't.
I'm just glad he clicks the slides.
I just can't. He barely.
Yeah, I know.
He missed the one.
Yeah.
He missed the
Clearly.
one, and I'm sitting here looking at it like, what are we doing?
I know. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us this week. All right, we're going to close it out with the last slide.
I want to.
Last
Ben.
slide, Ben.
Last slide.
Just one click.
I just want to say thank you to all the people that have been reaching out and sending fan mail and
Can I just ask that you stop?
calling and all of my. I want to thank all of my 106 friends on Facebook. They are all. You all mean so much to me, and I'm humbled.
The world.
I'm humbled by that experience
Yeah.
of getting all those friends last week. And so, like I said, I got an agent. If you want to see more of me, I could be on the next season of Cold Case Files, or there's no telling. It's really the sky's the limit from this point on. And
Cold Case Files.
And so I thank you. Thank you for the opportunity, and I'm happy to be a special guest / co-host.
Yeah. I want to say thank you guys for tuning in, and hopefully many more shows to come. Thank you, Brittany, for letting me do this. And happy Mother's Day tomorrow.
Ben, can you play the song?
Yeah, let's play the song, Ben. Let's end it with a song today.
The song.
Ben, come on.
The song.
Are
the
we
one
ever-
that-
The 6 Feet theme song. All right.
I can barely hear it.
Come on.
Ben, come
All right.
the song.
Yep. All right.
It's not.
Now cut it off. Now cut it off as the song's playing.
Hey, this
Ben.
isn't working. I need.
Just cut it. Just cut it off. Just,
need to
just take
be-
your phone away from it. Cut it off.
I'm a regular on the show.
No.
I should
You're
be a
going to say a
co-host.
special guest. That's the no.
This doesn't make any sense.
It gives me
How do you
the
have
option
the
to
same
move.
special guest?
It gives me the
multiple
option to
times?
do something besides bringing you on.
But you're not. You've already told me you want me on for next week. So I don't know.
That's not the case.
what's
Always.
Always. There's only 3, and I've been
I
on all
might have
3.
a special guest come on, and then I don't call you.
What's the likelihood? What's the chance of that?
When we get out of quarantine, sky's the limit.
Okay.
I've got a huge network.
I don't-
Huge.
No, you don't. I know how many friends.
You've got 100.
We're still.
I have 100. Ben, cut it.
Cut it off.
Cut it, Ben.
We need to discuss things.
We're gonna restructure.
Would you stop it, please? Ben.
Without Ben, minus Ben.